Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to learn third chapter, that is memory of the computer. Okay, so let's start. The memory unit is one of the most important part of the computer. Okay, the memory unit is one of the most important part of the computer. It is used to store data, information, and the intermediate and the final result of processing. Okay, as you can see that it is used to store data, information, and intermediate and the final result of processing. Computer can store and retrieve data when required from the memory located in the storage. Okay, the computer can store and retrieve data when required from the memory location it is stored in. Okay, the smallest unit of computer memory is a bit. The smallest unit of computer memory is a bit, short for binary digit. Okay, the value of a bit can be either 0 or 1. The value of the bit can be either 0 or 1. Each character fed to the computer is converted into a string of binary numbers. Okay, as you can see that each character fed to the computer is converted into a string of binary number, that is 0 and 1. Okay, the table given in your book, you can go through it and you can see that the units used to measure the capacity of the memory of the computer. First, you can see that smallest unit of memory is 1 bit. Okay, 4 bit is equal to 1 nibble and 8 bits is equal to 1 byte. 1024 bytes is equal to 1 kilobyte. 1024 kilobyte is equal to 1 megabyte or MB. Then 1024 MB is equal to 1 your gigabyte or GB. Then 1024 GB is equal to 1 terabyte or 1 TB. Then 1024 TB is equal to 1 petabyte, that is called your PB. And 1024 PB is equal to 1 exabyte, that is called EB. Okay, this is the table for the memory unit. Okay, then again is there 1024 EB is equal to 1 zettabyte, that is called ZB. Then 1024 JB is equal to 1 yottabyte, that is called YB. And 1024 YB is equal to 1 brontobyte, that is BB. Okay, this is the table unit which is there in your book. You just go through once. Okay, so basically the memory of the computer is divided into two parts. Okay, what are they? First is your primary memory and the second is your secondary memory. So let's see the first, primary memory. Primary memory, also known as main memory. Okay, the primary memory of the computer is also known as the main memory of the computer. In the area in a computer in which data is stored for quick access by the computer process, that is called the main memory. Okay, are you getting? It is the area in a computer in which data is stored for quick access by the computer's processor. Okay, this memory is directly connected to the central processing unit of the computer. This primary memory, it is directly connected to the central processing unit of the computer. Okay, the primary memory is of two types. Okay, again the primary memory is divided into two types. First is your RAM, that is called random access memory, and second is your ROM, read only memory. So let's see first about the RAM. Okay, random access memory. RAM is called a read write memory. Okay, RAM is called as a read write memory. RAM is used by the central processing unit to store information that is needed to access very quickly. Okay, but it does not store any information permanently. As you can see that RAM is used by the central processing unit to store information quickly. Okay, but it doesn't store any information permanently. It is a volatile memory which loses its contents when power is switched off or interrupted. Okay, it is also known as your volatile memory and it loses its contents whenever the power is switched off or interrupted. RAM devices use integrated circuits to store information. This RAM, it is using the integrated circuits to store information. There are several types of RAM, but dynamic RAM or DRAM is the most popular RAM. Okay, there are several RAMs in the market, but the DRAM, that is called your dynamic RAM, that is most popular in the market. Okay, RAM is measured by its speed, that is called MHz, and by its size, that is called megabyte or gigabyte. Okay, modern computers have a RAM in the range of 4 GB, 8 GB, 12 GB, 32 GB, 64 GB, up to 128 GB. Okay, in modern computers they have RAMs in the range of starting from 4 GB to up to 128 GB. Okay, now let's see about the ROM, that is called read only memory. ROM is the permanent or non-volatile memory of the computer used for permanent storage. Okay, it is a permanent memory or non-volatile memory. Volatile means temporary or non-volatile means permanent. Okay, and it stores the information permanently in the computer. The size of ROM is typically 4 MB to 8 MB. Okay, getting the size of the ROM is typically 4 MB to 8 MB. ROM chips are located on the motherboard. The ROM chips are located in the motherboard. Data is placed in the ROM at the time of manufacture. Okay, data is placed in the ROM at the time of manufacture and cannot be changed thereafter. Okay, it cannot be changed thereafter. Each time we boost or start the computer, the ROM memory is used. Okay, ROM contains a set of startup instructions for the computer system, such as checking the input-output device, loading the operating system into the RAM, etc. Okay, what all the work computer ROM did? It contain the information or set of instruction for the computer system, such as checking the input output device, loading the operating system into the RAM. It also stores essential instruction such as frequently needed routine or functions. Okay, it is also stored essential instructions such as your frequently needed routine or functions. There are different types of ROMs as given. Okay, there are different types of ROMs are available. First is your PROM, that is called programmable read-only memory. This type of ROM can be programmed only once after its manufacture. Okay, now next is your EPROM, that is erasable programmable read-only memory. This type of ROM is better than PROM as it can be reprogrammed. To erase the data, EPROM is exposed to ultraviolet light, after which it can be reprogrammed using electrical impulse. Okay, it is better than your PROM, and you can rewrite it. Okay, you can erase the data and you can reprogram the data using the electrical impulse. Okay, now third one is your electrical erasable programmable read-only memory, that is called EEPROM. This ROM can be repeatedly erased and programmed by electrical signal. Okay, this ROM can be repeatedly erased and programmed by electrical signal. These days it is being used as a backup to RAM memory. Nowadays it is used as a backup to RAM memory. During a power failure, the content of RAM are lost. When power will return, the content of EEPROM are copied back into the RAM and the computer resume normal working as if nothing happened with the computer. Okay, next we will see about the secondary memory, that is called storage devices of the computer. Okay, so what they, let's see. The computer uses secondary memory or storage devices to store data and information. As you can see that the computer uses secondary memory or storage devices to store data and information. Storage devices like the hard disk are fixed to the computer. Storage devices like the hard disk, they are fixed with the computer. Portable storage devices such as your CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray disc, pen drives, flash drives and external hard disk can be carried around. Okay, storage device or portable device such as your CDs, DVDs, Blu-ray disc, pen drive, flash drive and external hard disk can be carried around. They are also used as data transfer devices. They are used to transfer data from one device to another. Okay, they are also used as a data transfer devices. Okay, they are used to transfer data from one device to another. So first let us talk about the hard disk. Okay, the hard disk drive is fixed inside the computer. A hard disk consists of a stack of disks on a common spindle, each surface of which is protected with the magnetic material. As you can see that a hard disk contains of a stack of disks on a common spindle, each surface of which is coated with magnetic material. Each disk has a number of concentric circles called your tracks. Okay, the tracks are divided into sectors. Data is stored in these sectors. For each recording surface, there are read-write head. Nowadays, hard disks have storage capacity ranging from 100 GB to 200 TB. Okay, this is about the hard disk. Now let's see about the floppy disk. A floppy disk consists of a flexible disk which a magnetic coating. A floppy is a single disk inside a protecting plastic envelope. Okay, what is a floppy disk? Floppy disk consists of a flexible disk with a magnetic coating. A floppy disk is a single disk inside a protecting plastic envelope. Okay, floppy disks are no longer used since they have very small storage capacity. Okay, now let's see about the compact disk. A compact disk or CD is a optical disk used to store around 700 MB of digital data. Okay, a compact disk or your CD is used to store data around 700 MB. Okay, initially CDs were used to store music but were later adapted for use of as a data storage device. For the data in a CD to be read, the CD must be inserted into the CD drive. CDs are of three types. What are they? First is your CD-ROM, CD-R and CD-RW. So CD-ROM is read-only memory. Okay, the data is written on a CD-ROM at the time of its manufacture and it cannot be changed thereafter. It can be read by a laser beam as many times as required. Okay, now let's see about the CDR. CDR means CD recordable disk. Allow the user to write once it again. Okay, it is a recordable disk. It allows the user to write on it once. Okay, now next is your CD-RW or compact disk rewritable. It allows the data to be written multiple numbers of time by the user. It allows the user to write the data in multiple time. Okay, now let's see about the DVD. DVD, also known as digital versatile disk, is an optical disk storage media formatted that can be used for data storage including movies with high videos and sound quality. Okay, DVD is an optical disk storage device media and it can be formatted by storing the data including your movies with high video and sound quality. A DVD looks like a CD but can store much more data. A DVD has a storage capacity of 4.7 GB. To read a DVD, we insert it into a DVD drive or DVD player where it can be read by a laser beam. Okay, now let's see about the Blu-ray disc or BD. Blu-ray, also known as your Blu-ray disc, is the name of the next generation optical disc. Okay, Blu-rays enable recording, rewriting and playing high definition videos, that is called your HD videos, right, as well as storing large amount of data. Okay, a Blu-ray disc can hold up to 25 GB data on a single layer disc and 50 GB on the double layer disc. The Blu-ray format uses a blue-violet laser to read and write. Okay, that is about the Blu-ray disc or your BD. Now let's see about the pen drive or your your USB flash drive. Okay, pen drive or USB flash drive. A pen drive or USB flash drive is a removable drive consisting of a flash memory that is connected to the computer via a USB port. Okay, a pen drive or USB flash drive is a removable drive consisting of a flash memory that is connected to the computer via a USB port. It consists of a small printed circuit board encased in a plastic or metal casing. Okay, how it consists? It consists of a small printed circuit board encased in a plastic or a metal casing. Now let's see about the external hard disk. External hard disk can have storage capacity of 2 GB to 4 TB. Okay, they can be used to take backup of hard disk or store huge amount of data which can easily be carried around. Okay, why we are using the hard disk? To store the backup from your hard disk. Okay, to take backup from your hard disk, or to control or take the huge amount of data and carry it very easily around you. Okay, so here we concluded your chapter. So today we learned about the memory of computer. Okay, there we learned about the different types of memory. First we learn about the unit of memory. Okay, then the memory is divided into two types. First is primary and secondary. Under the primary we learned about the RAM and then ROM. Under ROM we learned about the PROM, EPROM, then EEPROM. Okay, under secondary memory we learned about the hard disk, floppy disk, CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc, then pen drive, external hard disk. Here we completed your chapter. So please go through the question answer and complete it. Okay.